Yo, here we go again. They might take me down because every time you talk about this, they'll say you're not an expert. But every time I turn around, someone who's not a medical expert, who's a member of the media, is trying to vilify people for not taking this jab, this shot. I mean, even I'm watching sports shows that are catered towards young audiences, and Shannon and Skip are vilifying NFL players for not taking the vaccine. I'm so disappointed, Skip. And then they brag about the fact that they've taken it. I took 2 shots, and I'm about to take my booster shot. It's like, really? And speaking of booster shots, the NBA is now considering and recommending booster shots for all of the vaccinated players. Because LeBron James, the face of the NBA, larger than life, who is fully vaccinated as of September, because that's what he came out and said. That's what he said. He said he was hesitant, but he took it. He now has been on the COVID list. And this is happening a lot in the NBA where not just regular stars are getting or ended up on this COVID list. Joel Embiid was on there. A lot of guys are ended up on this list. And I'm like, for people who are pro-vaccine, why are multiple people who are fully vaccinated still coming up with this virus? It's not helping slow it down. And yeah, they never said that it would eliminate COVID, but yet they're making people take it as if it's a cure, and it's not a cure, and everyone's still getting it. Now, you can come up with the excuses all you want. Oh, it's a contact sport. Okay, so a little bit of contact for 48 minutes, 3.5 hours of a game is what got LeBron COVID. I mean, now, me personally, and this is coming off the Antonio Brown story a couple weeks ago where they tried to say his chef, who he didn't pay, allegedly said that AB tried to get a fake vaccine card over the summer. That could be true, but you'd have to go through a lot to prove that. You got to prove that it's an irregular document and that the Bucks accepted it and the NFL let it go. But even with the Aaron Rodgers stuff, I don't believe a lot of these. The numbers say 94% in the NBA, 97% in the NFL. I don't believe those numbers. I think a lot of these athletes probably did get those fake cards. It's two of them in particular, and I'm not trying to vilify LeBron at all, or even Tom Brady, but I don't believe Tom Brady, who won't even eat a damn strawberry, is gonna put a vaccine in his body that he has limited information on. Are you serious? But if that's what it takes to play football, yeah, he'll do what you ask him to do and loosely, but I highly doubt it. And it's the same thing, Rodgers, and LeBron. LeBron is the best physical specimen we've ever seen in any sport. You think he took this? I don't think so. It used to always bother me when I would see athletes doing like McDonald's commercials. You're telling me that LeBron, Larry Bird, all these cats, Michael Jordan, they're eating McDonald's. They're eating burgers and fries while they jumping out the gym. No. You know what I mean? Like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And every time you turn around, they're coming up with a new one. They keep cooking up these new diseases in a lab. It's a supply and demand business of pharmacy. Come up with a disease, or illness, and then we can supply the cure and keep it going. One in one, it goes hand in hand. Now they got this new variant that they claim they came from Africa, and they already talking about coming up with another booster shot. So you got people out here that done took 2 shots and a booster, the 3 shots. Now they're going to take a 4th. You're going to be taking shots every couple months at this pace. I mean, come on. I mean, I haven't heard anybody bring up a flu shot in 18 months. And I never was crazy about the flu shot either. I think I took a flu shot once when I was like 5. Didn't like it. I'm not a needle guy. But it is flu season. This is what happens, and it's December 1st. This is around that time of the year. People start getting colds and sicks. I got a little cold. I'm not panicking and running to the doctor. Oh, I got to get a COVID test. Everything is not COVID. Not everybody is out here sick with COVID. Some people are still dying and still have complications from cancer and various other illnesses. We lost Chadwick Boseman last year. It wasn't COVID, it was cancer. You lost Virgil just this week. That wasn't COVID, that was cancer. It's other things out here that are still killing people here neck and neck, and no one's talking about it because everyone's focused on this. And I don't believe all of these athletes it's ridiculous. Every time you turn around, and it's like sports, athletes in the sports world are exposing how fraudulent this whole thing is. Now, either these athletes are lying and they're not really vaccinated, or they really are and it just ain't working. Either way, if they are, it ain't working, obviously, dog. There's a lot of people who've been vaccinated that are still out here getting COVID, and we're not even talking about some of the after effects for some folks. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Now you're telling people they're gonna have to keep taking booster shots, so you're gonna be taking shots every couple months for the rest of your life at this point. And I don't see that as being feasible. Who wants to keep doing that? If that's what it takes to survive in America, we really have a problem. Fuck inflation. We got to take shots every 3 months because y'all keep coming up with new variants. It's ridiculous. But that's the case right now, and LeBron's gonna miss some time. The Lakers are 11-11. Like I say, it's another disadvantage. Every time you turn around, NFL can't get it under control either. Every week, there's star players that are getting COVID. I'm glad I don't play fantasy football anymore. Hell, you used to be worried if a guy got hurt his knee, hurt his ankle. Now you got to worry if he didn't get hurt, but did he get COVID? Because if a guy got COVID, then you got to change your lineup because he can't play. And then they got all these stupid protocols. Oh, well, if you're fully vaccinated, you only have to wait 10 days. The ones who aren't vaccinated have to wait longer. It's confusing. If you're vaccinated and you get and you test negative twice in a 24 hours time span, then you can play. So you got to take a COVID test twice in one day and pass in order to be eligible to play if you're fully vaccinated. That's a lot. And I don't know about y'all, but the few times I've gotten a COVID test, they did the old school stick the thing up your nose till it hits your navel. It's really aggravating. Who want that a shit stuck up their nose every damn day? Not me. You know what I mean, maybe you got the mouth swab, but what I've been going, they put that shit up your nose, and that shit is not pleasant. I almost swung on the lady the last time she did it to me. But let me know what y'all think about this, if they even let me put this out here. Because if you're not pro-vaccine or whatever, they really hate it. But I just got questions, Chief. And don't tell me I'm not an expert. I can't ask. Because anything that you can't question is usually bullshit. So as a person, we can't talk about it. They always send these little COVID-19 reminders, and whenever you bring it up on social media. But you got people in the media like Howard Stern telling people they're idiots for not taking it. Is he an expert? He's an expert at radio. Is Charles Barkley an expert when he's vilifying Kyrie Irving? Is Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless experts? No. They let media pundits talk about this all the time. But when us regular people talk about it on our social media, on our content platforms, they shut it down. If you ain't pro-COVID, COVID vaccine, they not trying to hear it. And that's no disrespect to anybody who sees this, who is vaccinated. I just got some questions because this shit is really fishy to me.